I think some aliens might have just deleted my dead wife's Facebook account because I'm showing as much emotion as Ice Cube did in this movie. Yo guys, welcome to the new video. I watched War of the Worlds. Okay, when this movie released, I was in the middle of my trip to America. The first time I noticed that this movie exists and that this movie was going to be made was around 2 days before it actually came out, when I was watching the streaming releases for the next few months to see what kind of a movie I would miss when I was in America and what kind of movies that I wouldn't miss because I was back from America or my next trip to France in a few weeks. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch to everything. And then I saw War of the Worlds and I was like, oh, the Tom Cruise movie maybe. Or maybe some of the other adaptations are getting a re-release somewhere, but that wasn't the case. It was a totally new movie, and I was like, okay, Ice Cube is attached. And I was like, oh boy. And then I saw that it was around 2 hours and 12 minutes and I was like, God fucking damn it, no, not a long movie. But then that was totally fake and it happened to be 90 minutes, which was very nice and very helpful for this one, and it definitely helped save this one. So yes, this movie was on my mind, and then it got released and then all hell broke loose. And I have to say, as an outsider who really wanted to watch this movie, to see the cultural impact and the online impact of this movie on the world was genuinely amazing to see, and one of the most favorite times I've ever had as in my time as a YouTuber / reviewer is just watching everything unfold online. After a while I couldn't even care about spoilers, so I watched every single clip just to see people hating on this thing, just to see people talking about this thing. It for a moment was a part of the top 100 worst reviewed movies on Rotten Tomatoes, and it may still be, but there was one magazine that gave this one a good score, bumping it up from a 0% to a 4%, which is genuinely really fucking annoying. Like, come on, how can someone like this movie? So watching everything online, I would say that was a 10 out of 10 experience. Everyone laughing with Ice Cube and Devin Bostic and everyone else involved in this movie, and of course everything with Amazon Prime and Amazon was genuinely a delight to watch. But of course I had to watch this movie myself to see how bad it actually is. So I chose the best moment, which was just right here, right now, in front of my TV with my Legos, with a piece of chips, crisps, chips, and just put this movie on and enjoy the show. And holy shit, I'm going to be honest, the first 5 minutes, maybe 4, maybe 3, maybe 5 seconds of this movie were good. I genuinely thought that the movie started out pretty well for the first second, up until the moment that they started to talk, because that's when this movie failed miserably. Like, I always love this piece of using a screen, and the idea for using a screen capture movie like Unfriended or like Searching and that other one, Missing, that is amazing and could have worked really well for a movie like this, but not in the way that they decided to do it, because I have no idea who's behind this movie, but I feel like people should be fired for this. Because what the fuck did happen? Holy shit, Ice Cube, man. If this movie stops your career, I would have understood it. You are very lucky that you have a good movie coming in a fucking matter of 2 weeks, which is going to be Highest to Lowest, the remake to High and Low. So I hope for you that you are good in that movie, because otherwise your career will end right here and right now. And that goes for everyone involved in this movie, even the fucking director, even everyone working on this movie. People should be fired for it, because what in the ass was this advertisement? I'm not even going to call it a movie, it was an advertisement, because the amount of times that they say Amazon in this thing, or that they say Prime, or that entire sequence with Prime Air delivery. Holy fucking shit. There is a piece of this movie where they are talking about national security, and are they talking about privacy and getting things and knowing things from people that you should not know, and just getting the information on different kinds of ways. Like, this is a movie that's not even about the aliens, it's just about privacy and America and other companies or other countries trying to get your information and get your data and everything else. And that is so incredibly annoying in this movie, because the only way they address it is, I don't want to see their Amazon shopping cart. Painful. This movie is painful. That's what I can say. You can also see a lot of mistakes, and even though it was made on a screen, you can see the continuity errors and everything. You can see that they used the same expression 5 times in a fucking row. You can see that everything is wrong with this one. You can see that nothing is remotely interesting, and the big plot twists for this movie, they are completely underdeveloped, and you can see them from a mile fucking away. From the beginning of the movie, you can already tell you what's everything that's going to happen and who the bad guys are going to be and what the fuck is everything going to happen. And I can give kudos to the movie, because there are some things so incredibly big pieces of bullshit that it even makes sense that you don't see it coming, because there's no way people can actually think about some of the things that are written in this movie. There is an entire sequence of Ice Cube explaining to an audience everything that has happened, and it literally sounds like he is reading it for the first time, and they are just filming and putting the table read out there and just putting some other images over it. It's incredibly bland. There is a sequence where the daughter is very hurt and needs to get to a hospital really fast, because otherwise she might die, and she starts to berate the one man that is actively trying to help her by saying that he can't do anything and that he's bad at what he does and that he should try better. And it's so weird to watch. Like, why would you do that? Why right there? This movie doesn't make any sense at all. So I naturally had a blast of a time, and I'll officially give this movie, you know, I've always said it, I will only rate this movie or rate my movies based upon my level of entertainment above the level of quality of a movie has, because the quality of this movie definitely is a -5 out of 10, but I enjoyed this movie so incredibly much, so I am going to give this one 5 stars and a heart. It's one of the best movies I have ever seen this year. Of course, that's a fucking joke. This movie is garbage. I did have fun with it, but in a bad way. So I'm going to give this one, oh no, I wanted to have fun with this one, but it was just so incredibly bad that after a while, even though my expectations were non-existent, they were still broken by what this movie tried to do. So in the end, I'm going to give this movie the actual score of ½ a star. What did you think of War of the Worlds? Please let me know in the comments down below. Are you maybe one of the persons that do like this? Please let me know. I'm very excited to see the opinion of a person who thinks this thing is great. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I would like to see you in the next video. Thank you, and bye bye.